Okay, students, good morning to all of you. See, students, in previous class, we discussed about the dot product, scalar product of two vectors. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss about cross product. It is also called as vector product. Okay. What is cross product or vector product? Why we call it as a vector product? Because students, when you multiply two vectors, you have two options. You can do scalar multiplication or vector multiplication. If you do dot product, you will get only the magnitude of that two vectors product. If you do cross product like vector product, you will get along with the magnitude, you will get the direction also. Okay, so if you want to get a vector again back by multiplying two vectors, you should do cross product. Okay, na? Yes. Students, let us suppose we are having two vectors. One is A bar like this, another one is B bar like this, let us suppose. And these two vectors are making some angle theta between them, let us suppose. Now, students, by multiplying these two, you should get the value of these two vectors along with the direction. What will be the direction of cross product of these two? That can be given by cross product, and that cross product is defined as A bar cross B bar is equal to product of magnitude of either of the vectors, magnitude of two vectors, and sine of the angle between the two vectors. This gives you the cross product. A cross B gives you product of magnitude of two vectors and sine of angle between the two vectors. Okay, this gives you just number, but you want direction also. So how to find the direction? Students, direction of this A cross B always in a direction perpendicular to the plane containing the two vectors. So for giving a direction, I am giving one more extra term, that is n cap. N cap gives you direction of this A cross B. Means how to say yes. Students, yes. For finding this direction, you are having one rule, Nana, that is right hand screw rule. Okay. If you hold a screw in your hands, in your right hand, and see, students, if you want to pierce that screw into the cardboard or into wall, what you will do? You will rotate it like this. In this clockwise sense, you will rotate. Okay, like this you will rotate. So it will go inside. If you rotate in anti-clockwise sense, it will come outside. Okay. In the same way, students, let us suppose if you are having A cross B. So see, this is my finger A, this is my second finger B. Okay. Now, so if you rotate in anti-clockwise sense like this. Okay, na? It will come outside. It will come outside. The screw, it will come outside. Okay, means the A cross B will be, the direction will be outside like this. See my thumb, it is outside. Or if you are not understanding that one, see, this is right hand rule. Right hand rule. Observe this very carefully. It is very useful for you. Students, keep your fingers on this, not this side, this one, in the direction of first vector. You want A cross B. Okay, in which direction A bar is there? In this direction A bar is there. So keep like this. Don't keep like this. Keep like this. This is actually the syllabus only. Again, one more time I will explain. Because very important. Student will get confusion with these points. In mathematics also you will get none of this again in second year. Vectors, one chapter is there again in mathematics. There also you will get. Very important for you. Okay. So keep your hand in the direction of first vector. Kept. This palm should face towards the second vector, like that you keep. Don't keep like this. Like this also, this is also facing towards the first vector. No, you should not keep like this. You should keep like this. Why? Always fingers should be in the direction of first vector, and the palm of this hand should be towards second vector, like that you keep. Now curl your fingers in the direction of second vector. Second vector is here. Now curl your fingers in the direction of second vector. The stretching thumb gives the direction of this A cross B product. You must remember this. Students, means if you do A cross B, the vector will be in the direction of perpendicular to this board. Means always remember the cross product of two vectors will be perpendicular to the plane containing two vectors. A bar and B bar are lying on this board, on this plane. Now A cross B will be perpendicular to this like this. Like this. Did you got? Okay, always cross product of two vectors will be perpendicular to the plane which is containing the two vectors. If you want, you can see here also. See, this is my first vector. This is my second vector, let us suppose. So what will be the A cross B direction? See how I am keeping first vector like this I kept. Cross second vector I want. Cross second vector. See, thumb is going out of this book. A and B are containing on this book, lying on this book, but magnet product of these two should be perpendicular to this group like this. Remember this point. Okay, na? So how to define the cross product? The cross product between any two vectors is equal to product of the two vectors and sine of the angle between the two vectors, and the direction of that vector is in the direction perpendicular to A cross B. Here n cap indicates. Here n cap indicates unit vector perpendicular to A bar and B bar. Why I am using unit vector? See students, this gives you the magnitude. For that I should add direction. I should add just a direction. I should not change the value of this one. Then what I can do? I can multiply with one value. Nothing will happen to this magnitude. But at the same time, I should give direction also. So that I can do with the help of unit vector only. So that's why I am using a unit vector. Now that unit vector direction decides what is the direction of A cross B. That's it. Always unit vector direction we will take perpendicular to A and B. Okay, very important. You must remember this one. Okay, na? Yes. Students, now what are the properties of the cross product? First property, Nana. See, students, in dot product, I told you A bar dot B bar. It can be written as B bar dot A bar. Commutative law. Dot product obeys commutative law over multiplication. Yes, but you can't write A bar cross B bar. You can't write equal to B bar cross A bar. They cannot be equal. Remember this. Magnitude wise they may be equal. They will be equal, but direction will be different. Why, sir? See, here you can see. If you do A bar cross B bar, you will get A B sine theta n cap. A cross B. A cross B. You are getting in this direction. But if you do B bar cross A bar, you will get B bar cross B A bar. So what I have to do? I should keep my hand towards first vector and I should curl my fingers in the direction of second vector. Okay? Yeah. So B bar A, B bar cross A bar I want. So in the direction of first vector I kept, and see I am curling my fingers in the direction of second vector. Now see this thumb is going into this board, into the plane of the board. Means it is equal to AB sine theta with minus n cap. Means it can be written as minus AB sine theta n cap. So there is one difference with minus sign. This minus sign indicates these two. If you do A cross B, it is perpendicularly outside. If you do B cross A, it will be perpendicularly inside. Here you can see. Here you can see. See, this is my first vector A, this is my second vector B. So if I do A cross B, I am getting upward. But at the same time, if I do B cross A, this B, B cross A, see my finger is going inside. That difference is there. Means cross product does not obey Rahul. Wait, no, I will explain. I will inform you. Cross product does not obey commutative law. You can write A bar cross B bar is equal to minus of B bar cross A bar. But you can't write A cross B is equal to B cross A. This is correct. You should remember this. Okay. Next. Second property is cross product is distributive over addition. A bar cross. Let us suppose we are having B plus C bar. Then you can write it as A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar. You can do like this. Do these two cross product, do these two cross product and add them. You will get vector here. Here also vector. Add these two vectors. You will get again this. This will be applicable. Okay. Remember these two. Okay, na? Yes. Students. Now, still more important points. Let us discuss. So what I said, A bar cross B bar gives you A, B, sin theta and n cap. I said A cross B. Okay. Now, students, let us suppose if two vectors are parallel. If A bar is parallel to B bar, then what will be the angle between them, Nana? Angle will be 0. Two vectors are parallel to each other, then angle between these two parallel vectors will be 0. Now, if you take theta is 0, then you get A cross B will be equal to AB sin 0. Sin 0 is 0, so it is 0. So, cross product of two parallel vectors is always 0, remember. If you take two vectors which are parallel to each other, and if you do cross product between them, what you will get? You will get always 0. Okay? Yes. Now, one application. Let us suppose we are having one vector I cap. I cap indicates what? I cap is a unit vector along x-axis. I told you. I cap is a unit vector along x-axis. Now, if you do cross product with one more unit vector which is along x-axis, then what you will get? Because I and I both are parallel to each other, you will get 0. Similarly, if you do J bar cross J cap cross J cap, because J and J are parallel to each other, you will get 0 again. If you do K cap cross K cap, you will get again 0. I is along x-axis, J is along y-axis, K cap is a unit vector along z-axis. So if you take cross product between two parallel unit vectors, you will get 0 value always. Remember this point. Okay? And students, if A bar is perpendicular to B bar, then what will be the theta, Nana? Theta value will be 90 degrees. Then what will be A bar cross B bar? A bar cross B bar will be equal to AB sin 90 degrees into n cap. So AB sin 90 is 1 into n cap. Remember this. Okay? Magnitude of two vectors and a unit vector perpendicular to A and B. Okay, students. Now, let us suppose I am having a vector in the direction of x-axis, a unit vector, and one more vector in the direction of y-axis, unit vector. What will be the angle between these two? You know, I and j will be perpendicular to each other. I is along x-axis, j is along y-axis. Now, magnitude of I is 1, magnitude of j is 1, and what is the unit vector perpendicular to I and j? Okay. See here, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this will be the z-axis. Here I cap will be there, here j cap will be there, here k cap will be there. Okay, na? Yeah. So I and j are lying in this board. Perpendicular to this board, what will be there? K will be there. Here. You can see here. Okay, na? K cap will be there like this. So n cap, in the place of n cap, you should keep a unit vector which is perpendicular to I and j. What is that one? K cap. So you can write k cap. That is nothing but I cross j gives you k cap. Very important value, you must remember this. I cross j gives you k cap. Similarly, j cross k gives you what? J cross k gives you what? See, this is j cap, this is k cap. Imagine this is k cap. Now this is the plane containing j and k. Means y-axis and z-axis the plane. This is yz plane. This is xy plane. This is yz plane. You will get a unit vector perpendicular to yz plane. Perpendicular to yz plane means this side. This finger see this side. Means what is this along x-axis? Means you will get I cap. If you take j cross I, what you will get? You will get j cross, sorry, k cross I. K cross I cap. Yeah. So now students, this is k and I plane. Means z axis and x axis. Cross product of these two will be perpendicular to this plane like this. See this finger? Means it is along y axis. Unit vector what? J cap. So you will get j cap. Or sir, no, we are not getting this exactly. Simple, use this rule. Okay? Yeah. So you are having I cross j. I cross j. Finger is going along z axis. Means you will get k cap. You are having j cross k. So this is j. Okay, na? K is this side. So you should keep hand like this. J cross k. Finger is going along x axis. So I cap. Now it is z axis. K cross I want. K. This is k cross I. I is that side. My finger is going up. J cap. Still, if you are feeling difficult, you have one more. Students, this is I. This is j. This is, let us suppose, k. Now, if we go in clockwise sense like this, I, j you are having in an order. I, j, k, remember. I, j you are having. Missing one is k. So k. Cap. And if you are having j and k in an order, missing one is I. J and k, missing one is I. Or if you are having k and I in an order, the missing one is j. So you are having j. Like this also you can remember. Okay? Sometimes students you may get j cross I. J cross I. Then what will be the answer, sir? J cross I. You know, just now I told you A cross B can be written as B cross A. No, we can't write. So what we should do? Minus we should keep. Means it can be written as minus of I cross J. You know, I cross J is K. So it will be minus K. Are you getting? See, remember I, J, K. If you are getting in order, I, J means K. J, K means I. K, I means J. But if you are having in reverse order, J, I, backward you are going. J, I, then you will get minus K. You have to remember this. Similarly, K, J what? K cap cross J cap what? Minus I cap. I cap cross k cap what? Minus j cap. Students, do you have any doubt in this? Very important, students. I think so. Some students they know this already. Few students they know this already. Sir, where is this used? Everywhere. Whenever you are having vectors in physics. See, students, physics maximum problems will be dealt with directions. Directions. So vectors are very useful for us. And sometimes we should do cross product, sometimes we should do dot product while solving the problems in physics. We will get formulas like that. So we should use these rules in our syllabus. That's it. We'll get the answer. These are the rules. We should use this in our actual syllabus when we are dealing with that points. You will get across these points. One more time, I will revise this all again. Whenever we will get, I will recall these all points. Okay. What it? Cross product. This is about cross product, sir. Okay, sir. Now one more is there. One more important point. Yes, let us discuss. Now, cross product, let us do in terms of its components. Let us suppose, students, we are having a vector A bar like this. Something Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap. Means a vector is lying in xyz plane. XYZ space, let us suppose. Now that vector A bar, value along x-axis is Ax. Value along y-axis is Ay. The A value along z-axis is Az. That is the meaning. One vector is there like that in that plane. Okay. Now another vector is there B bar. That is Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. Like these two vectors are there with us now. Now what we should do? We should do cross product. Let us suppose we have to find A bar cross B bar. What we should do, sir? Actually, Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap cross B value Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. Now what to do? What we have done in a scalar product, dot product, same as this. This one we should do cross product with each and everything. Again, this one we should do cross product with each and every part of this. Az cross product with each and every part of this. We should do. So I am doing. I am having Ax cross Bx. But Ax is along x-axis, Bx is also along x-axis. These are Ax into Bx. I cross I will write. I cross I is 0, no? So you get 0. Are you understanding what I am saying? For writing, it will take total board. Okay, let it be. I'll write. So this can be written as Ax Bx I cap cross I cap. Finished. Plus Ax By I cap cross j cap plus Ax Bz I cap cross j cap, sorry, k cap. So total B bar, I have taken cross product with A bar. Finished. Plus with this AY I am doing AY BX. AY is along J cap, cross BX is along I cap. Plus AY BY J cap cross J cap. Plus AY into BZ J cap cross K cap. BZ is along K cap. Are you understanding, students? Next, with AZ we should do plus. These all plus only. AZ into BX. AZ is along K cap cross BX is I cap. Plus AZ into BY K cap. AZ is along K cap. BY is along J cap. Plus AZ into BZ K cap. AZ is along K cap. BZ is also along K cap. Cross product. Yes, finished. I have written everything. What I have done with AX I cap, I did cross multiplication with this all. Next with AY also with these three cross multiplication, with AZ also with these three cross multiplication I have done. Now students, you know I cross I is 0. Do you know? Yes. You know I cross J gives you what? You will get K cap. Do you know? Yes. Just now we have discussed. I cross J gives you K cap. Now I cross K gives you what? I cross K gives you minus J cap. It is in reverse order. It is not in a particular order. I after J should come. Then you will get K. But K came. Means third one what? J with negative sign. Like that you remember. Next. BY, AY, BX. J cross I. It is also in reverse order. So you will get minus K cap. Here you will get minus K cap. J cross J, 0 it is. J cross K, yes, here you will get I cap. J, K is I. Next here, K, I. Yes, it is in order. I, J, K, K, I. Means here you will get J cap. Here K, J. No, it is missing. Order missing. So here you will get minus I. K, K, 0. Finished. Everything right. So what you are having, this 0, this is AX, BY, K cap, minus, here minus is there. AX, BZ, J cap. Now here, again minus is there here, minus. AY, BZ, K cap. Here, plus I. AY, BZ, I cap. Next third line, yes here. Plus AZ, BX, I cap. Sorry, J cap it is. J cap. And this is minus I. So minus we should write minus AZ, BY, I cap. I cap, yes. I cap. And this is 0. So total 6 terms should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now where I cap is there? I cap is there here and I cap is there here. So from these two, take I cap common, you will get AYBZ minus AZBY into I cap. Next, where J cap is there? Here and here. So take J cap common plus J cap into, I write first this one, AZBX minus AXBX. Next, here K cap is there, here K cap is there. Let us take K cap common. We will get K cap into, this is plus is there. So I'll write first this one, AXBY minus AYBZ. Students, yes, this is one vector. This just numbers AYBZ AZ, BY, these are just numbers. We should multiply and whatever the value you get, that value we should write. So it is in the form of something into I cap plus something into Y cap, J cap, here J cap plus something into K cap. Okay? It is a vector. So actually this is a lengthy method. We can't use every time. Okay, so that's why there is one shortcut method is there, Nana, modulus method is there. So with that I will explain you. So it will be very easy for you. Okay, students, whenever two vectors are given for us like this, A bar and B bar. So whenever we want to find A cross B, so first and foremost thing what we have to do is I, J, K is there? No, that right. I, J, K right first. Okay. Now, what we are doing? We are doing A cross B. So first vector is A in this. So that first vector coefficient of I, J, K you should write. That is AX, AY, AZ. Second vector is B. We are doing cross B. Means BX. B value IJK coefficient. BX, BY, BZ. Now take the modulus. Finish. You will get the answer. Very easily you will get the answer. So after doing this, what we should do is, students, first thing, first take I cap. So when you are doing this I cap, what you should do is, this row and this column you should forget. Then you will have 4 elements, these. So these 4 elements again in one modulus you write. They are AY, AZ, BY, BZ. Written. Finished. Next, second thing you are doing. But when you are doing second one, better write minus J cap so that you will get exact answer. Now when you are doing minus J cap, okay. Now what you have to do? This row and this column you should forget. Now again 4 elements you are having AX, BX, AX, AZ, BX, BZ. So that only I'll write. AX, AZ, BX, BZ. Finished. Next third element you are doing. With this third element now use plus K cap. So alternately, first if you have taken I cap is positive, second one you should take negative. Third one again it will become positive. Okay. Now when you are doing this, this row and this total column you should forget. Now you are having 4 elements. These 4, right? They are AX, AY, BX, BY. Finished now, you will get the answer. Did you understand? Do you understand, students, what I have done? Okay. Now I am writing I cap into. Now modulus, how to find? These two cross multiply, these two cross multiply. First of these two, like this you should do. So that is AY, BZ minus AZ, BY. Finished. Next, minus J cap. These two, AZ, BZ minus AZ, BX. Z it is. X, X minus BX, AZ. Next, plus K cap. These two, AX, BY minus AY, BX. AY, BX. Finished. This will be the answer. Let it be, whatever it may be. So according to that, you should write. Okay, na? Now let us take one example so that you will get clear idea. Okay. Now students, same method only I will use. Now I will give you 2 vectors. Yes, students. First vector is, let us take 2I cap plus 3J cap plus 4K cap. Let us suppose one vector. Another vector I cap minus 2J cap plus 3K cap. Let us suppose like these 2 vectors are there with us now. Now what I want A cross B. Yes. A cross B I want. Students, what I should do? I, J, K write first. Yes, first A vector is there. So A vector coefficients of I. 2, 3, 4. Next, second vector is B bar. So here nothing is there means 1. Here minus 2. Here plus 3. Now take the modulus. So I cap into what we should do? These 4 elements. 3 3s are 9 minus 4 into minus 2 minus 8. So minus 8. Minus j cap into. I am not writing again that modulus. Okay. Minus j cap into. What we should do? This one we should forget. Now we are having 4 elements. 2 4 1 3. So 2 3s are 6 minus 4 1s are 4 plus k cap into. Yes. These two you forget. You are having this 4. 2 into minus 2 minus 4 minus 3 into 1 is 3. Yes. So you'll get 9 minus of minus plus 9 plus 8 is 17 I cap minus j cap into 6 minus 4 is 2 plus k cap into minus 4 minus 3 minus 7. So you will get 17 I cap minus 2 j cap minus 7 k cap. Yes, this is A cross B value. Finished. Do you understand, students?